Welcome back, everyone. The Halloween Haunts 365. I'm Jared.
And I'm Terry.
And we have Rick Paulton down here from the Whole Damn Enchilada Podcast, who covered a lot of Ohio for us.
What is up?
We got Fear Columbus Haunted House, one of my definite bucket lists.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. You ever see the pictures on that?
Yes.
I can't wait to see that. And yeah. So let's dive into that. We got a walkthrough for you. Let's check it out. Alright, so as a little bit of a walkthrough through Fear Columbus, home of 3 attractions, and a pretty cool midway as you saw. Date of this review is October 21st, 2025, so not too late.
No.
Mm-hmm. Listen, like I said, I wanted to get Rick on here to talk about it instead of me just reading his notes. I think it would be more entertaining. Alright, first up, Dearly Departed, Echoes of the Exhumed. Let's do the scoring video. All right. So we got Dearly Departed. What was the theme of this walkthrough?
I don't really know what's going on here. To be honest with you, I don't know. I do know that there was a funeral chapel scene which looked amazing, but you can see in the score later with music jumping ahead, they were playing like pop music. I'm like, doesn't work. I need an organ. I need a creepy organ. And you had a creepy organ there. I seen it. Like, let's hear that music. So this one I don't know. I don't know what was going on.
That reminds me when we were in Cutting Edge.
Yes.
It was, World's Longest Haunt at one point or whatever. Mm. And it was long, but it's the same 5 hard songs through the entire walkthrough.
Yeah.
Like, that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It takes you out.
To be honest, this first one was my least favorite of the 3. Gotcha. And there was some cool stuff in there. The actors were going, overboard. Everybody was great. The actors were great throughout the whole thing. So it wasn't them. Maybe it's just they're trying something new, and I don't know. Maybe it just didn't work for me. I don't know.
Alrighty. Actors of 5, duration of 5, 7 minutes, which is fine for a multi-haunt. Not everybody could do 5 20-minute walkthroughs like other places. Fear factor, you're at a 3. Not scary, but still tons of fun. Which is normal. Lighting of 5, makeup and costumes of 5, immersion of 5, intensity of 5, scenes of 5, sound and music of 4. Took off a point because of the sound you were talking about.
Yeah, like pop music in a funeral chapel. I don't remember the exact song that was playing, but it just did not fit.
Unless you're burying Taylor Swift, we need some organ music or something.
Ironically, last year they had Taylor Swift in the next one.
Yeah.
So maybe they were burying her.
Well, attraction overall 4.7. To be honest, no scenes really stuck out to you. You said the funeral chapel looked the best.
Looked amazing, but the music.
Yeah.
Creepy, soft organ music. That's all you need.
All right, so next up we got Oddballs Kill the Spotlight. Nope. The math is done. Huge shout out again to Ashley for saving our lives for the next coming seasons. She made our new scorecards and they are amazing. All right, but we're talking about Oddballs Kill the Spotlight. Actors 5, duration 5, fear factor of 4. He said not super scary, but scarier than the first one. If you're terrified of clowns, though, so
if you're one of those people that are afraid of clowns, this is gonna get you. It's a circus, clowns everywhere.
Lighting of 5, makeup and costumes of 5, immersion of 5, intensity of 5, scenes of 5, sound and music of 5, special effects. He said this is a very animatronic heavy haunt, but still tons of actors. I like that.
Yeah,
like
it breaks it up.
I'm not a huge animatronic guy. They're cool. I like looking at them, but I don't need them. But if you're using that to help the actors, I'm all in.
Yeah, they have throughout all 3 haunts, top notch, modern special effects. Like really high tech. It's a high tech haunt. It really is. And again with this one, it's like a circus. There's clowns everywhere. Now, the clown circus haunt that we've seen in Pittsburgh, this blows that one away.
Oh yeah. The one we saw in Pittsburgh,
that one was cool too.
It's fun.
It was a lot.
Yeah,
this is just something else.
But and for a Tuesday night to have a ton of actors, that's impressive.
That was kind of crazy. And the reason I picked Tuesday, because I bought the tickets you sent me, because nobody from Cleveland tells me this stuff. Like, hey, Fear's got these buy one get one free tickets. You can use them whatever during the season. So on Tuesday, the actual ticket was $19.99, which I paid $40 buy one get one free. But Tuesday was just so much more convenient for me to go, so that's why I went. And I was kind of speculative because I thought that it would be like less actors.
That's what we expect. Anything from like Monday to Thursday, we expect less actors. It's just the nature of the beast. That's awesome.
Their Tuesday was the same as their Friday. So if you save $20 and go on a Tuesday next year.
Oh, certain haunts in Pittsburgh needed to learn that.
Yeah,
they weren't part of the tour. It was early on.
But it was like, again, I've been there on the weekends. I've been there on a Tuesday. There's no difference.
That's awesome.
That's good.
And your favorite scene was the stage scene with the human cannon.
Yeah, there's like, a human cannon thing, and there's a clown on a stage, and behind him there's bleachers, and it's really cool looking.
That's awesome. All right, we're heading to Fearwood High, which is one of my favorite names for a haunt. Rhinestones and Rituals. Let's do it. right. You're still nudging me. I know when the video is ending. I made the video. All right. Fairwood High, Rhinestones and Rituals. So I'm guessing it's a school themed haunt.
It is a school themed haunt. This was my favorite last year. It was my favorite this year. And as I said before, when I heard that all of them were changed, I was pleasantly surprised that this one was pretty much the same as it was. They did change it a little bit. Like, again, it takes place a little bit earlier on, like the 40s and 50s rather than 80s and 90s.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
So actors of 5, duration 10 minutes. Very cool. Fear factor 5. So this haunt isn't very scary, but they had this effect where it looked like bugs were coming out of the wall, and you're a big
I'm
fan
afraid
of
of bugs. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
my kid was making fun of me. My oldest son was with me for this one. He's 27. Him and his fiance were there, and he was making fun of me for that.
I don't like bugs either.
I don't do bugs. I don't know.
Lighting of 5, makeup and costumes of 5, immersion of 5, intensity of 5, 5.0 across the board.
Yes.
So
This one was
we
definitely
already
the highlight
talked
of the night.
about. Your third favorite scene was in this walkthrough, and some others you can see parts you walked through already, which might sound like it was a poor design, but here it was deliberate. What are you talking about there?
Yeah, that's a little that was a little different. Me and my kid was noticing that. Like, there was parts where it was like open and you could see scenes that you'd already passed through, but you're seeing it from a different angle, and it doesn't it had to be on purpose. It wasn't like, just like, oh, you could still see this scene, because you're seeing something a little different than when you walk through it.
No.
And it was pretty cool the way they did that. It's hard to explain. I don't know if I'm articulating it enough, but
No, I think what you mean is like you go through scenes, and then you're at a point in the scene where you look down and see all the scenes in one picture, so that kind of creates another scene. It's
right, exactly.
Yeah. Nope. Remember when Harris had that before he changed up? So they have the Hexen and the Hollow at Harris, and you go in and out of witch huts, and then you end up at a point where you get to look down all the witch huts. So it was really cool.
Like in this haunt, there's a scene that's probably next for my favorite scene. That's like the cars are running people over. There's like a prom night car accident, drunk driving thing kind of going on. But in one of these other scenes, like where I'm saying where you could see stuff you've been through, you're seeing the people almost get hit by the cars, the other customers, and that was really cool.
That's awesome. And your first favorite scene was the lounge.
Yeah, the lounge. Now, see, last year when you go through here, it's like a concert, and there's like a Taylor Swift looking actress on the stage, and they're playing more poppy music. And this year it was like a old school, like I don't know if I'm getting 40s or 50s. People are wearing ties and like that kind of thing. And there's like a lounge singer. There's a bar. You see all the liquor there. It's just beautiful. And the Taylor Swift actress was still there, but she was just not the person singing on stage was a mannequin. Well, last year was an actor, but the actor was still there, but she was just floating around scaring people.
Very cool.
But it looked amazing.
All right, so we got a final video. Let's do it. All right. So we got activities of 5, giant beer pong with basketballs, cornhole, photo ops everywhere.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, the midway is really nice. You could like hang out there for a while. I don't know if they were selling beer. I can't remember. But
they have bars listed on the website. So
do they? Okay, because I wasn't drinking, so I wasn't even thinking about it. Again, it's like 2.5 hours from my house. So I don't want to.
Gotta get back.
I definitely don't want to drink. They had a guy, he made like fresh baked cookies and stuff. I bought some of those. Those were amazing. We got elephant ear, and I think we got we got some mozzarella sticks because they have like, your normal carnival food truck guy there. It was, what's that? No, it was just fun. It was a really good time.
Gotcha. Atmosphere was a 5. Once inside, even though it's in a strip mall, you don't notice that anymore, and it's just a fun night out with great music and tons of Midway actors.
Yeah, this particular night there was like a storm or something in the area. Normally, I think when I did it last year for you, I videoed some of the opening scenes, and in the beginning they have like giant pumpkin on their thing, and then they're singing like "This is Halloween." They got that song, and fireworks are going off, and that's why I was like, "Oh, I got to get the earliest time possible because I want to see this."
Yeah.
But this night, their giant pumpkin was taken away from the storm, the wind. It delayed the opening by about an hour. It delayed the opening by like an hour because they had to make sure it was safe for everybody because there's, a lot of stuff going on that we don't even know about in the parking lot. But the staff was really, really amazing, and they really got things together once it got going. They got to 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock because it was almost 8 o'clock by the time, they were opening the doors. They got us all in at the same time, and it didn't really mess anything up.
Very
so that
cool.
was cool.
And check out their socials because they do run that weird sale in the off season where you get tickets for like $20.
Yeah, and then they also do a sale. They have one of the best Christmas haunts, the Krampus haunt, and they'll do like buy a ticket for the regular haunt and then come back in December for like $15.
That's awesome.
So I'll be going back down there for that, and it's really cool.
Let's see if they have. Yeah, they got Krampus Christmas already advertised. December 5th through 7th and 12th through 14th.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a good time. We're going to steal this real quick. Just in case he does go. There we go. Now I have
I'm definitely going. I already have tickets, so I'm going.
What else do they open for? I don't know if anything else. I don't remember.
That's all I've ever seen. But their Christmas one is
Christmas.
I haven't been, but I've heard crazy stories about it.
Cool. Yeah, so if you're Columbus, definitely a bucket list of mine. Make sure you check the socials because that's how you find out about those sales. I follow probably 2,000 haunt social media. But yeah.
I'm glad you do because that's how I find out about this stuff.
But make sure you hit that subscribe button down by Rick. Make sure you check out the Whole Damn Enchilada Podcast on YouTube and Facebook. And make sure you check out Award Show live November 30th, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're dealing, wheeling, and dealing. So make sure you come, participate, jump in the chat. All right. And this is our last haunt review until December.
Wow.
What a year. We've covered a lot.
We still have the one from last night.
No, that'll already have aired. We're doing that one
okay,
first.
so this one.
It's already happened.
Yeah,
that was in the past.
That's it.
Come on, Marty McFly.
We get 2 weeks off.
2 weeks off. All right, guys, but we're going to get out of here. Thank you so much for the season. It's been incredible. I will see you guys out there.
Bye.
Night after night, we'll